One sec. There we go. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. That was Cat jumped up and hey, what's up, Odd? Yep, I realized I was muted. I could see the thing here. Uh, you can hear me now, though. Yep, there's the audio. That's why we do an audio check, ladies and gentlemen. I should probably leave that in there throughout. Pickle, come here. Pickle, come here. Come up here. Come here. Thank you. Yes, tell everyone that you are sorry for touching the microphone earlier and causing problems. And you won't do it anymore, right? Right? Perfect. Oh, you're here early today. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, Shy, I am alive. We had huge thunderstorms roll through. Power was flickering constantly. It was a crazy night. I didn't even turn the computer on. I was like, nah, we're not doing that crap. Partially because this is a game where a disconnect could be catastrophic. And also because it's just not good for computers to do that stuff. A wild cat appeared. Yeah, he's crazy. Not as crazy as Haru, but yep, he is crazy. So yeah, I didn't play at all on Monday. And then yesterday I had a little family event going on. And by the time we got home, I was like, oh, I'm so tired and I have work early in the morning. So we ended up not logging in. That means that we need to talk about what is referred to as FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out. A game like this where you're constantly doing stuff and there's things to do daily, those kind of things, and it's causing you to have to like log in every single time because I don't want missions to go away. It is a real thing, and the solution to it is to just not care. I know that sounds hard, especially coming from a guy like me who's very ridiculous about certain things, but it'll be okay. It's highly unlikely that missing a day or two, and even if you have missions that skip by you, or how many crash ships did I miss that could have had the pattern I wanted, doesn't matter. I haven't played properly in a couple days. We had a heat wave in the UK, and running Dune turns my room into a sauna. Oh my gosh, upstairs, my previous streams when we were in the Lord of the Rings room, dude, that sucker would get up to like 85 halfway through. It broke 90 one time. That's why I'm so glad to be down here. You're not allowed up here. We just discussed that. But you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave a couple days on the table. What's the worst thing that could happen? Now, I can also be kind of nonchalant about that because on Sunday I got my missions down to like 20. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we picked up 15, got me to 35. I'd probably not be as calm and all cavalier, get down about it once the missions actually started to potentially go away. But even if they did, meh. And as I said in the description, because I haven't played in a few days, okay, we'll get back to this. I have 35 missions to do. Plus in 8 hours, I'm going to get another 5, so I have 40. And on Friday morning for me, we're going to get boosted back up to 35, and it's going to be double XP. So I need to do 35 missions plus the extra 5. So I need to do 45 missions in the next 2 days if I'm going to make maximum use out of it. Inside, I have come to peace with this may not happen. Honestly, I could dedicate the time to it if I really, really wanted to, and that's the issue. These missions are fun to a point. Then they get repetitive, and then I just don't ever want to see them again, It's like, oh my gosh. And especially now that I have finished crafting and finished combat, it's just gathering exploration and sabotage if I need to get this crafting points. So there's not a lot of variance. And that gets to me. And if you're not having fun, stop doing it. Jeez. in that manner, though, we have some new stuff. They've dropped 5 new missions. I'm expecting it's 1 in each one, which means 2 of them we're not going to see. But there's 3 more. For instance, this one is watching the run. Our great house wishes to procure your services. Ooh, the Smuggler's Run is a famous sandbike track. Yeah, I've done it 1,000 times in Proving Grounds. Knowledge of who attempts and completes the run carries some political value. To that end, we wish you to deploy surveillance devices on elevated rock spires overlooking the run. So, look at that. I don't think that Funcom watches my stream. I think I'm just kind of, kind of plugged into the reality of it, because I just mentioned a couple streams ago that it's a shame that Smuggler's Run and Fremen Finds were the only missions in Smuggler's Run, and how they make another one. In my head, I'm going to say that it was me, I was just going to say, what's it matter if that's just the way I feel about it, but now here I am on stream saying it, so now I just moved it up a notch, but whatever. But yes, 35 missions, we got to get going on them. I said we're going to talk about this. Here it is, Wednesday. Landsrad just started, and the Harkonnens have won with a Sissel Rad because they got 5 in a row. Do you want out of here? That's the issue, isn't it? Don't go down there, I'll let you out. We are animal free, and I think Mrs. Rabbit now just got home, so hooray. But yes, House Harkonnen won. If this happens on your server, it's no secret that in most world servers, House Atreides is winning. Good on you guys, a lack of competition makes things boring. So the fact that they pulled this one off is great. I don't know if any of the Harkonnens on my server watch my stream. I think some maybe do. Here, I'll pollute the whole system. I love this because I didn't care about any of these, really. I mean, the refining contract would be nice. Time's reduced, makes things real fast, but personally, that doesn't help me. I don't need any of the tools and ranged weapon damage, whatever. As I've said before, I'm really trying to peak for the vehicle to get more treads and more Regis containers. So taking a loss now means our points are going to go a little bit easier next week, and I'm not upset with that if the vehicle vendor pops up. It hasn't shown up several weeks in a row. So fingers crossed, and hopefully we can respond faster than the Harkonnens can. We will go here again to show you. It's the exact same as when I abruptly ended the stream on Saturday when the power dropped. I'm also, let's cover that real quick. I'm looking at not just getting a battery. I got a battery backup for the computer. I'm looking at maybe like a whole house function, because my concern is to put the battery back up here. I need one for the internet unless I bring the router inside this room. I don't want to do that. It's going to be a bunch of crazy wiring. So I'd have to get a second one to put out there to keep the internet running, even though the system would stay running. And then I was like, dude, you know what? We need a whole house system anyway. So we're starting to look into that. But for now, we got the backups, at least on the computer here. So hopefully we don't just suddenly disappear again. Trust me, it's way more annoying for me than it is for you guys. I know it's upsetting, and I do apologize for that. Trust me, it's Mother Nature. I can't fight her. But so this looks exactly the same as you guys saw it last time. Well, no, not really, because I did play on Sunday. So I'm lying. What a piece of crap I am. We are still going to keep our focus on exploration and gathering. And we're actually going to start putting some points here towards sabotage down here. I have completely ignored it. Just didn't really care. This just, this accidentally happened. Wired had mentioned that he's been working on this because he says this damage to staggered targets does actually really help, especially in dungeons. So that kind of piqued my interest. So you know what? We're gonna kind of equal out our attention, and especially with the double XP weekend, our goals for that is going to be finally get the corpse compression, but we're going to have to get rid of all our corpses because apparently once you get this skill it takes effect, but everything you have previous does not count. So we're going to have to use up all the bodies we have now and put new ones in that are scrunchy, I guess. We wanted to get to 77 here, which we are very close, and in fact we're going to make 5 or 6 levels in something tonight and tomorrow if we do everything. But yeah, those are our 2 goals. Both are within sight, which is awesome. And it wouldn't bother me to go past 77, but this is quite a run. This will be great. I love this one. All the rest of it I can manage on my own. And then 98 and 100 are really good with some worm threat down and pack mule to get that extra capacity slot. And of course, backpack volume's super great. So is what it is. But anywho, we got to get going. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of Landsrat stuff. Right now, annoyance level on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at about a 2. The reason I'm at a 2 is because I know I've got a lot of work to do. So it's kind of like, you know, the motivation's just not there. I noticed that not a lot of houses are open right now because it's so early on the week. One that we were definitely looking at is this, because you know we always chase hummingbird wings, so we're going to focus hard on House Hirata. As far as gathering, this one doesn't really have anything for me. House Soar's not impressing me either, so it's just not there. It's alright, we can push a lot of missions in that direction and still be okay. As far as what are the other explorations that we have open? It's not bad stuff, but no, we're good. All right, so on to sabotage. Okay, so the rewards, we've got one really good one. The rest of them are for ourselves. Meh. Pick out what you know works for you. If you've got other good things, obviously go for them. One of the differences, though, is I'm definitely gonna focus on a single sabotage house. This is the only swatches that I'm missing are the sabotage ones. Shows you how much dedication I've been to the realm of sabotage. But yeah, shouldn't be a surprise that I don't have any of those. So once we do one, I'm just going to stick with it, get to that 14, and then we'll move on. But yes, we're going to get ourselves another set of hummingbird wings. Hopefully some albatross wings will open up somewhere, and that would be good. Do I need them? I don't know. I want them. That's as far as it has to go. So let's go do some exploration stuff for good old House Hirata. This is a brand new mission, I believe. Let's go look at that in the actual menu. We have intelligence that a high-ranking member of the Masquerade. Ooh, I'd love to kick their butts. Took sandworm samples from the cult and buried them at various locations just prior to their defection. Please locate and unearth these 4 samples. They're highly sought after and of great value. So it looks like this is a... it's going to be a Haga Basin. Yeah, Haga Basin. Which is interesting because Rift Recon is a Haga Basin. So we can get 2 missions done here, both at 1,000 for Landsrat contributions. 125 exploration XP, and we don't even have to leave home. I like it. So we're going to take that, and we want Hirata. It's there. And same thing. And then we'll head to the old Simpo. Alright, look at that. Our first 3. Oh my gosh, I got a phone call coming in. How stupid is that? Let's turn Our volume's way down. You go away. Go away. You go away, and then we'll turn that way down. Perfect. All right, I think. I don't know. I didn't even have my microphone on when I started the stream, so. Did a new mission for Smuggler's Run? Nice. Yeah, I saw it down here. Watching the run, it's under sabotage. We'll probably pick that up. Fremen finds an exploration? I don't think it was a combat one. Might have been. I don't know. Okay, so haven't done this one, so let's get right into this. Rift Run Recon is where you got to race through, so it's not bad. Let's get right to the new stuff, right? Boom. All right. Here we go. Heck yeah. We're a lot more motivated and feeling okay about it than I expected. So, we gotta head over here. Looks like we gotta do this, and let's move this let's move this down just a tad. That should do it, right? Yeah, there we go. It's not that I don't want people's contributions to the stream, it's just I can't control what people say. So I don't need to get in trouble for things I didn't do. Come on, man. I guess it's in the sand? Unearth and retrieve with a static compactor. Okay, well, I can do that. We have one. I've started carrying the scanner. I never did this before. I didn't care about it. I was just like, whatever. Started actually carrying that thing around. It's not... we don't hit that stuff at an angle, you know? Alright, let's do this. It's right there. There we go. I don't know why it was ricocheting up. This is just like buried treasure. Okay, I got one. Oh man, it's far away. Alright, so my immediate question is that Doppler scanner gonna work too? We're gonna find out. Something different, clearing the way maybe. New smugglers needs a scanner. Yeah, you gotta carry scanners. You absolutely had to. Whoa, what are we doing? That's probably gonna be inside, isn't it? I like to live dangerously, you know, as we land right in the middle of Masquerade territory. Might want to throw the shield on for this one. I don't like this because, man, you can get yourself electrocuted pretty easily. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, so this is kind of neat that they get a new mission. Knock your off. I almost said a bad word. That is kind of cool. You know, I'm not gonna get too nasty about this, but I've done this. Let's do this. Does it work? It does not appear as though you can scan from the software. Let's do this. so you need a hand scanner. It's alright, we're carrying one all the time anyway. Finally, this guy's like 800 meters. They are not... They didn't go very far, did they? Okay, I lied. This one's kind of far away. Are we in Shoal? No, we're still in Mesa Trail. Okay. Gotta be close, though, right? Why is this one already sticking out of the ground? That's what it is, right? Ah! Oh, somebody already found it. Ooh, it's a little twist. Now I got a patrolling worm, too. Ow. Okay, they came this way, right? Oh, I landed right on it. Little footprints going up this way. I think I got out of the chopper too soon. Stopped her. Let's see if it actually works. I don't... Looks like it wants me to get real low. Oh, it does work. It's just a little tricky. I think they went this way. What do you think? Now this is fun and all, but you know what? We're not going to have to deal with this the next time. Because we'll know exactly where we're supposed to go. We don't know where we're supposed to go now, though. Where'd this guy go, man? Come on, dude. This should be it here, because it's out in the middle of nowhere, right? Yep. So they announced that they made some changes to our wonderful game here. And apparently chomped vehicles are not going to drop their inventory anymore. Interesting choice, right? Kind of makes sense. It was always a little silly that after the worm ate your vehicle, it would do we have a problem? Oh. Where are the Tootsies going? Alright, they're going over there. We'll pick it up on that side. Alright, honestly I get a little bit irritated by this. How far did this person get? Must be in the old Harkonnen area. Right? Oh, there we go. Oh, it is? Okay. So next time we'll get that poor sample, we'll go over, we'll get the one that's open and be like, oh no, follow the tracks. We'll just head right here, man. Screw all that nonsense. So that'll make it go a little faster, right? Shut up, lady. Oh, it's above me. In there, I guess, huh? On your side. Stop it. Drop it. Thank you. I'm just here to get a sample, man. I want this. Alright. That it? That it? Leave the area. Absolutely. Hey, good job. Oh my gosh, you're spry. None of that was necessary. None of that was necessary. Hooray. One down. Okay. Immediately we're going to just go back up to Rip Recon. Looks like it's already tracking. That's good. Where's this at? Oh, Smuggler's Run. It's too tragic news. A prominent member of a great house passed away while attempting the Smuggler's Run. He was stress testing an experimental sand bike engine prototype. We should scan the wrecks around the run until you locate the correct vehicle and salvage it. Look at that. That's fancy. We're going to go do this. And then we'll do both of these new ones. That's not a new one. This one. Alright, so let's do some ripped reconning right now, which is super fun. Hello, floaty thing. Wrong direction. This will be a shoal wreck, won't it? You know what? We're gonna check it out anyway. Do. Not with a compactor, we're not. Let's stand out on the open sand. Just, you know, in our menus. What is that? That's an adept burst drill shot. I'm not totally thrilled with that, but we'll take it, right? I'll take 12 pumps, though. Sure. Oh, you know what? I want to grab these. And we'll leave the rest in case anybody else wants to. Oh, it's a bird. Whoa, easy. What's he upset about? Somebody else over there, you think? Yeah, there's a guy getting spice. Good on you, friend. Good luck. Watch yourself. Alright, so we're gonna, once again, we're going to do some Rift recon. I always pick on Mrs. Rabbit about her short attention span. And it's obviously very unfair because it's not like I have a good one. So to answer your question, JP, is it? No, IP. Sorry, IP. Let's say, what's one I can't stand? There really isn't one that you know what? We'll waste it. It'll be fine. Okay, this. So this is Grave of the Fireflies, where you have to go into Imperial Testing Station. I've said before, I really don't like doing that. It's good for the Landsrad contributions, same for the XP. But if you don't even have to select it. If you cancel this mission, you watch combat's going to change. It gets rid of it. Ready and cancel. So now it's gone, and it replaced it with the Heart of the Matter. And there's a cooldown of 60 minutes once you abandon a mission. So if there's one that you just know, I am not going to do that ever, go ahead, clear it off, and you'll get a mission that maybe you will do, or you're going to have to do it now. Every hour you can do that. You can just kind of discard a mission and a new one will show up. There is no penalty for not doing a mission. So if you just like picked one and then you were like, oh, that's terrible, I don't want to do that, and then you just not care and abandon it, it's not like anybody gets mad at you for it or anything. So, but yes, you can just if you abandon it, a new one will show up. You got it, man. That's what we're here for. I know Shy is watching, so I hope that there's a crash ship in the quicksand, because that always stresses her out when I do this. Looks like we got a pass for right now. We'll get up some height, take a look. Nope, no ships. I did find one over there earlier, last week. Super crazy. Okay, we're gonna go do this. Ooh, I need fuel. So this mission, if you've done it a whole bunch of times before and haven't done it recently, and recently I mean, you know, for a little while, they changed the little things. Yikes. Hey, whoa, okay. Here we go. But yeah, they changed the little marks that you have to go through, which is good. I always thought that, you know, it should actually have multiple patterns that you would have to run. They still really haven't fixed the issue that you can do this literally just with the W key. It's so low stress it isn't even funny. As I shouldn't complain, right? Of course I didn't want to do, kept waiting for it to change. Yep, you gotta flick them off, and it actually works really well. Make sure that if you're playing and you're getting ready to be done and you have the ability to cancel one, go ahead and blow one off. Just cancel that mission because you know you're not going to do it later. I'm not telling you not to play the game, but yeah, there's just some things that I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do level 1 testing stations. I know I could be making this more exciting for myself. There used to be a really big base. Like it went away. Holy cow. All right. Yeah, see, I never took my finger off a W, and we weren't stressed out at all about this, so. Hooray! 2 down. So now we're going to pick this one. But I don't have a gathering house that I care about, so we're literally just... We'll get some boating power. So there's a new smuggler's run, and we'll come down here and we're going to watch the run as well. And I don't know... We'll do Spinette. I need them all, so can't hurt. We're going to do this one first, but we have something else that we have to do. Because last week, before we jumped off, I had gone to Arakeen and put a bunch of stuff up on the market for sale. Kind of highlighting that I try to be as active as I can in the market, and also I don't charge a whole lot of money for the stuff I sell. And I said that we were not going to go back. I wasn't going to go click on it until we were back streaming. And what I meant by that was Monday. But then I didn't stream Monday because of the storms in real life. And I never went there Sunday when I did play. So we're going to go now. And we're going to see if all that stuff I put up sold or if it didn't. I'll do testing stations for gear eventually. Right now, I just want the Lancer at perks and skill ups. Yeah, it's you know, it's a process. It's a road. You just don't jump in and go absolutely crazy. I noticed in the patch notes that they just put out, they said that they adjusted the boss damage for a 4-man team, which is a step in the right direction. But I don't know if that was quite the issue. I don't have an honest answer for that. But here, let me continue this because it takes so long to get into Arakeen. We'll jump to another game to give you the experience. Used to love doing the raids in Destiny 2, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. And I used to like going in. They created the guided raids. That didn't work so well. I've done those, but it didn't work so well. But I loved taking people and explaining to them, here's how this works, here's what you're going to do, here's what da-da-da. I didn't like telling somebody, just sit back, we'll take care of everything and carry you through. I wanted them to actually take an active part and learn it and work together. And that was one of the best times I've had in Destiny, was doing the raids with friends, and especially with people who couldn't do it and didn't know how to do it, teaching them how, helping them. And then, you know, they ended up becoming raid partners. So we'd run raids together all the time. These dungeons don't have that. Because if you go in a 4-man group and you take somebody who's ill-equipped, they're going to be terrible, you know? Well, they're not going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible for them. Here's a great example, and I'll give you an own personal example. Some friends of mine from my old guild, we went in and did it at like level 30. And this was, you know, I was way under geared compared to them. And like, I would just be standing there fighting one guy, just one of the NPC ads. And I'm, you know, stabbing and dodging and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. And they go out and they kill the other guys. And then they come over and kill my guy. And then we get the next wave. And I'm like, it's like I stabbed this guy 12 times and he's still standing. And then they come over and they hit him just a few times and down he goes. That doesn't exist in this game. You can't do difficult missions with another person and have them still contribute. I know it sounds kind of mean, you know, like, dude, I'm trying, I'm doing the best I can, and you are, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it just, I don't have an answer for it, so This isn't so much a criticism against Funcom as it is just a criticism against life. I would love to see the dungeons be a lot more team oriented, and just taking the boss damage down isn't enough. Hello. Hi. They came like charging over here. Okay, so we put a bunch of stuff up for sale. Let's see how much of it went. I still have 355 million. Somebody asked me, of course you're sitting AFK in Arakeen. That's half the time I see you, that's what you're doing. Standing there like a lemon. But yeah, so I had 355 million. Seems like a lot, but I've been doing this exact same thing for a long time and a lot of. Let's see what sold. So the agave seed sold, and the irradiated slag. I knew they would, because these things save people time. They say time is money. I saved them time, they gave me money. The taro cutter array sold for 100K. They were averaging huge prices. I really hope somebody didn't just buy this and turn around and put it up there for like 5 million. If somebody bought it for like 100,000 and tried to sell it for 500,000, like they're trying to honestly make a decent living off of it, I wouldn't be mad. The scraps are exactly the same thing. It was just saving people time, and it was worth 50,000 solari for each one. 50K each for agave, yes sir. Prices are high, so how much is it on your server, or do they not sell it? 50 for industrial pumps, plasteel plates 50, all of those sold. Again, diamond dust is saving people time. I could make fortunes off of these two just because that's what I do, is kill Masquerade. The compact compactor, we sold that for 1 million. You know what, let's do something here real quick. Let's see if we have a compact compactor Mark 6. Yeah, they're selling for like 10 million on the server, and I sold one for Mark 6. 10 million, 14, 16, 15, 10. Somebody being slick. 20, 9, 9, 12. Mine might be one of these. But yeah, I did not ask ridiculous prices. So I mean, look, everything is so high. I do what I can. Yeah, it's going to be high. Prices are always going to be high. The duping economy really hurt this game and made things ridiculously priced like this. How much is that shield going for? Shield. What shield? Oh, is there a shield? 290 million. It's up there. So yeah, somebody may have bought this, turned around, tried to sell it for 9 million, you know, whatever. I'm clean. The Spice Melange always sells. 75,000 each. We put 2 stacks, sold them. I thought 3,500 for the pincushion boots was a good price. 50 for this. Power harness sold at 35 as well. 50K for plastanium, look at that. Normally I don't sell blueprints for that much. Like you can see, most of the blueprints I'm selling for like 35 to 50. This one I did at 100 because I got this from doing those ships. Sorry you accepted me. But this skinline jacket comes from those crashed ships in the quicksand, so I risked a lot to get that, so I'm gonna put that one up a little bit higher. 50,000 for the Acarian plate. 35 and 35, great. Nobody wanted my Mark V buggy. That I just threw up there. Same thing with the Kisser. These are things I just trying to get rid of, and my theory on that is if it didn't sell, I was just going to throw it in the ground. But Oops, I can't type on my phone. 200 MB is too steep for me, but that shield is hard to get. It is. I can understand why they're asking pricey, but 290 million, not worth it. Okay, so these, I'm just going to take them, and we'll figure out something to do with them. But here's the important thing. We're going to watch this number go up. So I don't care about this last part. We'll say 355 million. And what do we end with? Okay. And the slag. These will make that number go up a bit. That's about 10 million right there, right? Same thing about 5. This will make it jump. This is going to be huge. At 75,000 each, selling 500 of them. Watch this. So 416 and boom, 450. And we can do it twice. Boom. 50,000 for these guys. That's going to make it jump pretty high too. Boom, 516 and then 41. So we're pulling about 25 to 30 million for each one of those. The rest of the stuff isn't going to add up to much, but we will. So we went from 355. We got almost 200 million. I've been farming advanced still tents and summer for a week. You need to ask more. I don't know if, let's see, if they're here. No, I don't think they are. They're considered tools, right? Let's see how crazy things are here. That's a really good price for a grip adjuster. The one I need is not on here, I don't think. Oh, we might find it. Hold on. That's the one we need. You know, I can afford it, but I'm not paying 190 million for it. Nope. Man. It's funny because what else am I going to do with the money, you know? And $500 million Talari right there. These are all the same person? Well, those two are. There are a lot of augments on the board here. So I could buy this. Like I said, I can afford it. But the issue here with that is this is something for me to chase. If I just buy it, the race is over. I may never get it. But we're going to try. So, yeah, there we are. Normally I would look through here and try to find some of the items I'm missing because they're just not showing up. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Come on, man. We gotta read the room. But I look for the tread wheel. Ooh, rock wings. Nope. I don't need the Mark 6 stuff for this thing. Okay, well, that's it. We don't need to be here. Oh, you know what? We do have one other thing that we should do, I think. Yeah, because it's been a new week. So we got to come over here. And we got to talk. Speaking of, what do we do? Oh, yeah, crafting costs. Okay. We got to talk to this guy because, again, I don't think they watch my stream, but I made a comment about this. That they needed to add some things in here and get rid of some of the limits, and that's exactly what they've done. You used to only be able to buy like 15 of something, and they took it off. Again, I'm going to act like it was because of me, you know. It's a good thing I say stuff like this, guys. You have any anything you'd like to see sold in here, just type it there into chat. I'll say it out loud, and then it'll happen, because that's the way of the world. As far as this, I mean, dude, buy what you want, you know, whatever you want, buy it. But some of this stuff, like silicone blocks, they're real easy to make. You can get a whole bunch of them. You know, it's only 10, but yeah. And like I said, if you need just a few of them, this makes a lot of sense. But I wouldn't come here and buy like 1,000 of these. 1,000 of these and all that stuff, you know. That's why I've got 560,000 of these things that I don't know what to do with. I keep hoping that one day something awesome is going to happen where they're going to be like, hey, you can buy crazy vehicle vendor stuff and weapons vendor and all this amazing stuff. And I'll be like, yeah, that's why I saved it. We had the vehicle vendor this week. I bought 2 sets of the dampened treads. Good on you. Did you get the Regis container as well? That is just as important as the treads are. It can hold more. And more is always better. Yeah, for the 110K on your still tents, you know what? Put them up at 110, put them up at 125, put them up at 150. Just crawl them up, and eventually you'll get to a point where people just aren't buying them. And then you'll be like, okay, I'm asking too much now. And boom. To Simpo. Goods then said sell goods in the exchange. Yeah. Turn basically into Solari, yes. Oh, what am I doing? They also said that they removed the sun. Well, they didn't remove the sun, but you don't get heat stroke here anymore. Here, and I also think wind pass. They got rid of it as well, which is good. I always wondered why I was getting heat stroke in this place. Like, come on, man. All right, one. This is not a bad mission. I don't really mind this one. There are worse missions. I don't like to stay near the probe portion. If we could get rid of that, I'd like this mission even more. Because I'm just like, dude, what are we doing here? Awesome. And then we come over here. At least they made those things nice and fluttery that you can't see them. Ah, almost fell. We're going to pull out the old shotgun, make sure shell burster's got some rounds. We'll start this up. Then we come over here. Oh. See, it's not so bad when there's bad guys, because they kind of take up the time, you know? Otherwise, you're just standing here wondering what you're doing with your life. And we just fall down here, hurt ourselves a little bit. Oh, man. You were so quick. That's it. It's like 4, 5 bad guys. And a little spice cache. Right there, and we're homeward bound. So there's much worse missions to do here, but at least we get this one knocked out quick.
Identify yourself.
I'm gone is what I am, sir. When I first started playing this game, I did not get on board with the suspensor belt flying around. I thought, dude, that's kind of... What are you doing? Like, don't do that. Play the game, but... After doing these things so many times over and over again, I am just glad to be able to zip through. Okay. We're not going to load anything at... Well, maybe I... That we have loaded. None of that's going to be on there. Okay, we got Fremen Finds. So check that out. This is the first time that we have ever had 3 missions loaded up on Smuggler's Run. Pretty cool. Normally, you know, I like running around doing crazy stuff and trying to do missions like at the same time I'll do others. But we're actually going to we're going to do them one at a time. Since these are new, we'll give them a shot. I'm sure they're going to overlap and maybe examine the first sand bike, establish. I think we'll do this one first because that looks like we actually have to get involved with stuff. This one, I don't think we necessarily do. And here, once you pass by the places, it's going to activate them, but we know where they are. So I think this would be the better one to do for a first run, and then that one will be the next one. Water's fine. Health is fine. I don't know where my thopter is. There it is. Confirmed. While we're flying there, I'm gonna let... Hi, Jeets. Yeah, hi. I didn't know you were in here. You've never been on camera. Can people see you? No, they can't see you. Hi. Hi. He is the other tuxedo cat that we have, and he does not like to be on camera. In fact, he does not like being held. He does not like being interacted with, for the most part. He does love being fed. He is the biggest cat that we have. So, geez, can I pick you up? Can I? Can I pick you up? Which I can disturb you. You look like you're getting ready to go to sleep. Maybe towards the end. I'm going to actually hit the bathroom real quick before we go flying in there. So I'm going to hit the be right back screen, and literally I will be right back. So give me just a second. Oh, look, everybody. Look, it's Jeets. I know you hate being held and you don't want to be on camera, but hi. Say hello to everybody. You're such a big boy. You are such a big boy. Oh. As you can see him, right? You see Jeets. I'm going to put Jeets down. And then, come over here and grab ourselves some Haruki. He is much smaller, but yes, this is the other tuxedo cat we have. He loves being held. Okay. I'll put you down here. I know you don't want to be in here. Thank you for being on screen, though. I do appreciate it. Okay, we've cycled everybody. Went to the bathroom. You got to see my cats. Onward to Smuggler's Run. Ah, just ripped my pant leg. Yeah, we went through this cup of coffee real quick, sorry. She's gone now. Hi. No, not near the mic, please. Not near the mic. Come on. You get down, Pickle. It's still working, thank God. All right. Climb the Western Rock Spire. I guess it's right up there. If you're just starting out or you're relatively new, we don't climb things anymore. I used to. Now we sugar wire and we combine that with a I use the full suspensor belt. I always carry a backup because I use them so much, but that turns a climb this mountain you actually have to hit the space bar. There we go. I think it's in here. We overshot, but looks like there's a hole in the roof. Yeah, I really inhibited myself by not doing this, by trying to keep it real and old school and actually climbing. It just took forever. I was supposed to put a surveillance device somewhere. Where? Oh, it would appear as though right there, and I don't have to make these. That's cool. Okay, next up, climb the central spire. We don't climb. It works pretty well. I don't think we're going to be able to do it out of these, so let's come up here. Dying a heat stroke, but that's okay. We've done that before. Just going to kind of aim at the ground and yay. Why are you up here? Why are you up here? I'm flying right now. Oh, there's bad guys. I'm sitting here messing with a cat. It's just this guy? Oh, that's crazy. I thought there was going to be a bunch. Responsive, right? We'll take that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Don't need the fuel cells, don't need a belt I don't use. Let's see. So we're looking for a little thing. Perfect. And climb the eastern route. Noticing a pattern here. Whoa, we're gonna slide right off the edge here. Where is it? Oh, this side. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. And the northern one. I thought there was going to be 3, to be honest. As admirable as I am, don't be like me. Start doing the suspensor belt sugar wire combo to get around these places because, man, it takes so much longer. Remove the existing surveillance device. I gotta find interference too? What the heck, man? That's kind of dumb. Unless we put that existing, because if somebody else put it there and it's not working, they're going to come right here to look, and they're going to be like, what's this crap? And then they're going to tear it down. Should have stuck it someplace else. Let's go find out where the interference is coming from. I think it's going to be coming from people who need to get shot at. Coming from this thing right here. Oh, I broke it. It was easy. Oh, nice little chest right there. All right. Well, that was cut and dry. No complaints. Okay, so we have to have a scanner, and this is where we're going to find some dude. So, let's go ahead and do this one now. Where are you heading me? Oh, he's right up there? That's convenient. Let's see, we should be able to do it right here. And it didn't do it right. Okay, so when you get stuck on a rock like this, usually you can just jump up and it'll do its thing. I hope it's down here, because we're down here now. Oh, look. Scan the first bike. Well, you've really got to hit that exact when you scan it. What are we doing? Find the second bike. It's right over here. It's like... I think it's 200 meters this way. I shouldn't run my mouth. If they didn't have this on here, dude, it would... Those first couple missions would be horrible. Did we do this right, or did we do it wrong? Oh, we did it wrong. Actually, I don't know. It says it's 70 up, but I bet it's not up there. We're going to find out, though. Oh, I guess it was, huh? Oh, well, yeah. There it is. How many bikes does this guy use? Oh, I put it away. Thank you. I scanned it. Touchy. I thought I was going to grab onto that, and that was going to make me very sad, but... Oh, we did this one really well. I think I was just too close when I was scanning. That was me. It's not touchy, it's just I was dumb. Salvage the experimental engine? Is that from you? So I guess I need you now? Yep. Oh, I do not like these close range scans. Cutting. This one's not too bad, though. What are we doing here, guys? I could probably just saw into that bad boy, just waiting for it to fall apart. Yeah. Examine the dart marks. Dude, are there bad guys? Hi, what are you doing? You just gonna stand there? Alright, I'll come to you. Serpentine. Serpentine. I used to care about being poisoned. I don't anymore. Alright, well, we're returning to the ornithopter, so that's pretty cut and dry. It's a little exciting there at the end, but nothing too wild and crazy. Oh yeah, this doesn't have descriptions. That's okay, because we know where we're at. We are close. Ba-doop. Perfect. And then from this point, we are on our bike. I don't have that loaded though. Shoop. No, I refused. Do I prefer shell burster or perforator? I use shell burster because when you do the dungeons and you need to like clear exploding things and stuff, it works really well. Perforator is good. Honestly, I would much rather use a drill shot just because it's so much easier to deal with shielded people without having to switch weapons or change to a melee close range type thing. But I haven't found a real good drill shot damage wise, you know what I mean? And today is a special day. You all get to live. Seeing as how you're Masquerade, you should appreciate that. I normally don't let you live. Whoa. And swoop, turn it around. Shield back on and let's go.
Shields up.
Shields are up, yes sir. Come this way. And goodbye. Man, they're really mad at me. Bye. A little bit of an ankle breaker there, but that's okay. And we jump out. Put the stuff in the box. Hit the button and celebrate our victories. Yay. And then we come over here. Because these other two missions require us. That's a difference. Normally, you had to put the stuff in the box to kill or to finish Fremen finds, and then you just have to go through the last gate for the actual Smuggler's Run mission. But these you actually do have to return to that. All right, that was actually pretty neat. I could probably do that 2 or 3 more times before becoming irritated with it. So that is personal improvement, I have to say. And we are at 29 out of 35. I'm still feeling pretty good, but now the fun is over because we're going to have to do missions that we've done a ton of times before. And that's no bueno. In the Shadows is on the wreck of the Tyche, and we all know how much I love that place. So that is something I'm excited about as far as doing these missions for sabotage now, because like I said, I never used to do them. And what else do we have here? There was another one for exploration. What exploration house did I do? Oh yeah, the hummingbird wings one. Heck yeah. Boop. Open-fire operation is not a bad mission. I don't mind that one so much. You know, you run up, you run over, and it's not too bad. This is the one with the experimental cars. Yes, it's the radiation ship. I hate this mission. I hate this mission so much. It's really not that bad, but it is. You know what I mean? I just can't stand that mission. So I'm not going to load anything else up. We're probably going to do these two because that's going to take us to Wind Pass. But we might go ahead and knock these two out just to do it. I guess we could do all 3 of those, right? I've never done this one. That's not surprising where it is. You know what? I'm going to pull this just so we remember. Yeah, we're doing Spinette, so we'll take that. I recognize the little knifey thing. That's interesting for Spinette. Okay. But we're going to do some missions aboard the Tyche. The radiation suit on because we know we're going to need it. This will take us to 27. Although I should have done the other ones because they're right there, but unfortunately the wreck of the Tyche is kind of off on its own anyway. Oddly enough, as tired as I get of doing these missions, never get tired of the wreck of the Tyche. And I think the main reason for that is because I also come out of this with so much stuff and there's so many optional things I could grab that it's more than just let's do a mission. There's benefits beyond just doing the mission. That's what all these other ones lack. Like, what did I come out of Smuggler's Run with? That's no bueno. I got this and a couple of these. That was it. I can't do this. I gotta go. Because I'm completely full. Okay, so check this out. I can't do this mission. I can. I'm not going to. Because my inventory is very full. We're yellow here, but this is a bad thing. So I actually need to go drop all this stuff off. If you come to a place and then you're like, oh man, I don't want to do that. I gotta go. I gotta figure something else out. You can just leave. It doesn't consider it abandoning the mission or anything like that. Have I ever completed all 35 in 1 week? Yes, I have done all 35 every time. I have yet to miss a mission. I've never done 35 in a day, but I have knocked out a ton. You got to understand, I'm getting kind of yappy here right now, but if I wasn't streaming, or if I just started to ignore everything else in the chat and all that stuff and just zoomed in, I would be flying through these things. I'm all about the speed. I'm not saying I'm fast. I'm saying I'm all about the speed. I want to get it done as quickly as possible. I'm not here to enjoy myself. I'm not here to take in the sights. I'm here to point, mission done, points out. So we came over here because Shai is still watching, so hopefully we can find ourselves a ship that's out here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Definitely didn't want to do that, but we'll survive it. Oh, nothing here. Oh, it's just a sand dune. Nothing in the skies either. Oh, that's 0 for 2 in the crash ships in the quicksand. There's one that sometimes is like over in this area, I think where I'm over top right now, and the way it crashes, you're actually not in the quicksand, but it is the quicksand. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Evan? Oh, man. That's weird. I was definitely free looking and it decided, no, you're not. Okay. One of the best things I've ever built in my base. Oh boy, the lights are pissing it off, man. The dump boxes. So I just come in here and I'll just dump everything that I don't need and or want, and we'll figure it out at a later time. As soon as I start pushing buttons properly. There we go. Doing a little too quick for my own good. These we keep though, because that's our armor. We'll switch that out once we do it. But yeah, 68 down. We got 25 spaces. We're ready to rock. Hang out in C5 at my death race tower. Nice. Is your air conditioning fixed? We've actually had a relatively cold spell. It's only been in like the 70s, topping out, which is chilly for us this time, but I like that. That's why I moved into the mountains. Man, the worms are doing a great job of cleaning the mess up. There are no crash ships anywhere. Okay. So we're still wearing our radiation suit, so we're good. And we still got that loaded. Normally, oh, I hate when I do that. I accidentally clicked a mouse button that made bad things occur, and then it got all stupid. So, we're doing all right. Those new missions were kind of interesting. They'll still be interesting when I do them a second time to see how much of it I've actually retained. They seemed pretty quick and easy, so yes and no on the AC. We found out part of the problem. So we have AC unit with a window. It helps mitigate. Yeah. Can I ask what your PC specs are? Looking to upgrade from a 360 maybe to a 580. Wish I knew how to tell you. Oh, I know a way. Not a way you would think, but let's see. Here, and then here, and we switch to this. I know I could bring it up on the screen, but I don't want to do that. We'll get there eventually, I'm sorry. We're just gonna die in the sun. It'll be okay. Let's see here. Does this have it? Alright, Windows 11. I have a Ryzen 7 5800X. I've got an RTX 3060 GeForce, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. And I believe I've got a terabyte of memory. And I've got a 2 terabyte drive. So I would love to have my streams in 4K. I don't have the internet to support it, so it wouldn't even help me. And again, rural living keeps me from being able to get any kind of higher speed internet, at least for now. When I check with my provider, there's only 2 or 3 providers that are around here. One of them's like not even remotely interested in putting a high speed up here beyond. I mean, I get 1 gig internet here, download, but it's only like 50 to 100 up. Yeah, the fiber internet. The provider I'm with does have the capability to do 1 gig up and down, but it's not in my area yet, and no projected time as to when it would be. So that's why, sadly, when I'm flying, you see the wings are sputtering and all of that stuff. Oh my gosh, stop that. Yes. Okay, take to the skies. I'm sure I've done the sabotage mission for this map. I just don't remember it. It's been a long time. Stop running away. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting... There's icons I don't remember. I'm just going to grab everything. We're not going to loot it out. I'm not going to do the sabotage mission because I'm pretty up on this one. Poisoning the well is not the one. In the shadows. There we go. Yeah, I've done this. But we're going to set that to track. Hey, I got 1 more minute before my cooldown's up. Just to... Oh, that scared me. Tracking the one I don't know. Right now I'm heading to the one I do know, at least the first step of it. So we'll get that done and then we can focus completely on... Hi! It's not going to work. Okay. So, we'll come down here. And that. And this one we don't get to. This is the real reason we came here, man. Oh, and you see, this is part of the materials I'm getting here is what I just turned into all that money in the market. So, if I don't use it, I can sell it and do pretty decent. Alright, that's the first step of the other mission, but let's go find the cargo bay for right now. That's not going to be good. Let's get you over here where I can deal with you by yourself, and... Yep. Oh, he went defense. Oh, hi. Why are there so many bad guys? Why am I on fire still? Are we through? Ah, the cargo bay's over there. Okay.
Shield off. I need reinforcements.
You survived that? Come on.
I need help. Die, die, die.
What were you saying? Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay. Keep walking back. There you go. I see you. How did you have your shield up while you were shooting me? A filthy, disgusting cheater.
There's someone here.
Hi. And yeah, like I said, we're just gonna take everything. We got another chest over here. Oh, we get stuck every time. Okay. And this is the actual cargo bay. And it wants us to cut these things open. I'm vaguely remembering this. Keep one. And boom! Crashes right on my head. Take that. And then it should be in this room, which is also one of those radiation decreasing rooms, which is good. Although this one's silly. Like right here, you'll see the radiation's decreasing, and now everything's great. But if I walk over there for some reason, it's like too close to, I guess, radiation on that side. Because you'll see here, makes a liar out of me. Okay. Used to. This room used to have bad things happening. Must have been in the patch notes that they fixed it. Oh, there's a big box. Big boxes usually have a lot of that plasteel plate. I'm not going to take the boots, though. Now, I don't have to be here. The passenger manifest is actually way up there, and then the other mission I have to go all the way into the end to finish. But since I'm here, I know that this box has some good stuffs in it, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one open. Who are you? He said enemy of the Atreides. Like, bro, that's who I am. But that never stops them from shooting at me. We'll take all of that. And we'll take all of that. And I don't think... Where's the other box I can cut open? I can cut this one open. I don't think there's anything good in this. We shall find out, though. Really? Awesome. Okay. That's good enough. So, not only are we doing missions, but that's the wrong button. But we're getting tons of stuff. Okay, so first off, these guys. I don't need these. I have tons of these. Just because I'm a pack rat, I pick everything up. Always pick these up because every one of these you can take to your recycler and it'll turn into 2 plant fibers. So think about that. If you have 500 of these things, you just got 1,000 plant fibers. I think it was Shy who told me that. Since she told me that, I haven't had to ever pick up plant fibers on the ground, ever. These are just whatever cool. These are specialty materials. They just kind of come along for the ride. Don't really have too much of a use for them in bulk and don't really sell well. I just pulled 30 irradiated slag on these 2 missions. Actually, before I stand here and die yapping, let's go ahead and get back into that safe room. That way I can talk without getting myself killed. That works so much better. Okay. So not only can you sell this if you want, and you saw I made a pretty penny on this thing because it's hard to get, you know, it takes some effort. This is what you use to power a spice power generator back in your base. That solves a lot of power problems. Yeah, you can make like the lubricant and the lubrications, the industrial grade and the regular one. But man, I like doing these. It's a single unit, runs for 30 days. It's perfect. And it uses up spice residue, which I've always had tons of. This stuff is great. The plasteel plates, that's what makes these. The gun parts for specialty weapons, the plasteel blade parts for bladed weapons. This armor you need for tier 6 thopters and that's a big one. And buggies and carriers, you know, for everything. And you make this with the regular armor plates plus this stuff. So this is actually kind of hard to find. It used to only be in the deep desert in shipwrecks. Now they moved it here too. If you're making rockets, you'll love these, but otherwise, whatever. Like I said, these are for fancy pants guns, and then whatever. But, you know, all of this stuff is just extra for the mission that I'm just running around doing here. And that's I love it. It just makes me happy. So not only can you find those things in chests. Oh, there's nobody trying to kill me here. I don't think there is. If you're making duraluminum, you've got several blocks of jasmine crystals just kind of sitting here. So as long as you have the space, you can go ahead and mine this stuff, and this keeps you from having keeps you from having to make trips down to Shoal. You know, I don't actually want to get rid of all that. I want to take this down to about 29 is going to be perfect, and this we can let hit the ground. But yeah, I could completely fill up on the rest of those crystals, and now I don't have to go to Shoal anymore, you know? Just an abundance of stuff in the wreck of the Tyche. And the good thing about it is, unlike going down to Shoal to get this stuff, there's no timer on these. You can leave, go do another mission, and then in 5 minutes come back. If I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, let me know. But every time I've come here, these chests have been lootable. So, but what we just did there finished the sabotage mission. Now we just have to come over here. I'm not going to open that door. I could, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but you know what? Every now and then I get tired of stabbing people, and I just want to shoot them as I run by. We did so great. Oh, We did so great with these guys, and then we just geeked up there. Ow, we got 13 slag from that backs. Yeah. There's another one here. 7. Sweet. This will finish the mission. This has a really cool big box. We're going to take that, those, that, and that. Yeah, we'll leave the gloves. I don't need them. Another little box here. Perfect. Let's grab this just to make sure we don't forget it. And one last box over here that we regularly hit. So when I go to, like, the Wind Pass, I'll come out with some stuff, you know, I'll loot a couple boxes laying here and there. But it's minor stuff, you know, it's nothing fancy. I regularly leave this overland map location with a full inventory that I have to head back and drop off. And I got... Let's cancel this. We'll make sure to do this. Hooray. I mean, it would take me all of Shoal going to each one of those wrecks to get this. And I would have to leave and let the radiation calm down and then come back in. And I may not even get that much. This is going to turn into basically a stack of plant fiber. So, hooray. That would take some time down in Shoal to gather as well. So I love it. It's efficient. And it doesn't even bother me coming here. Come on. Alright. So now we have to go back to base, drop all that stuff off. 500 million Solaris. Alright, we're gonna make another run in case Shy's watching. You know, let me give you a little it's all fake and none of this matters, but you know what? I look at this. I have my own base. I've got scout topters, assault topters, I've got buggies, sand bikes. I've got augmented gear. Got all these weapons, got all this stuff. And all the NPCs in this game treat me like I'm a douchebag. Like, at what point am I finally going to get freaking accepted here? I think I'm doing pretty damn well. I don't know. I feel like, feel a little disrespected, if I'm going to be honest. Heard something that might have been a worm rolling around. Why am I getting scary warning music? Come on, man. It snuck up on me. I don't care about overheating so much anymore, but that did kind of sneak up on me. Where are the crashed ships? I don't think they would render really from as far away as I'm trying to see here. I would put me at about a 5 out of 10 of I'm tired of doing this. And we have not done... Yikes, come on, man. Whoa, dude. We have not done very many missions at all. Definitely not a lot compared to what we have to do. So we're going to throw this in the dump box again. Perfect. And we'll take off the icky clothes. So, boop. And come down here. So we're not running around like indecent. And we are... Oh, I didn't claim that one. Okay. That was weird. I got to yapping. So we're at 27. So I've done 8 missions. 20% of how many I have to do between now and the Friday morning. And already kind of inside, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I will be lucky. I mean, we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so you're not going to see it. But I will be lucky if I can make it to 20. And that's not even half as many as I had when I started. I had 35. That is rough. That is very rough. And they're not hard. It's just what it is, you know. We can actually do a couple here in Haga. We're doing Spinet. That one's in Haga, and a life cycle of cacti. What house are we doing gathering stuff for? Have we not done any gathering? No. Oh, it's House Sore. Okay. Okay, I'll go do it. Let's see. We'll fill up on water, make sure everything's fine. You know what? I'm really glad that it pulled this life cycle of cacti. So the first time I ever did this, I'm like, okay, travel to the Udam, find the missing agent, right? So I flew around. Why are you telling me to go there? Oh, okay, yeah, no way. Sorry. The other one is spying on peeps. Okay, I get it. So, yeah, the first time I came in here, I was like, okay. I didn't even have a hand scanner on me. So I had to come over here and do this first part, which I still don't kind of understand. Because I don't really find anything, and these guys don't tell me anything. They just shoot at me, and I come up here, and oh, okay. And you have to... Well, I'll take that. I'll take the aluminum too. Screw it, why not? Then you have to pull out your hand scanner, right? And you're like, oh, okay, let me run up and da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Just to let you know, dude's going to be right in here. Right in that area. So, what we do is we get in our Thopta. And we just bypass all that nonsense, and we just come right up to him. I'm hoping that the other missions that we did tonight, where we were using the hand scanner, it looks like the one with the crashed bikes all over the place, we're going to have to, unfortunately, that one we're going to have to, kind of for realsies, do some scanning. You know, it's one thing to do something once, but to replicate it like that, nicely done. dedication to the craft. I don't know who you are, but I have to scan some cacti. I also don't know if this was intentional, but when you get up here and you can pull the samples from the same one. I feel like I was supposed to grab them from different ones, but I'm not going to complain. Hit the ground a little too soon there, sorry. So doing this enough, we were able to cut this down. So I'm hoping that we can do the same thing with these new missions. Of course, you know,
Identify.
this is kind of nice because these are like regular Haga people. Where'd you go? Oh, there they are. These are regular Haga people, so they drop like rocks. Also, I think I can shoot through her shield. Come on, there you go. That's right. I'm gonna have to sword fight with you. Spry. Grandma, are you spry? Okay. That's enough people dead. At least to leave me alone so I can grab this stuff. And we'll go. So I am hoping that the other missions will be able to burn through now that we know them. Like especially the one where you find the box out there and you have to track. I know, just head over to the Harkonnen place and we'll get that crap done. You get to live. Tell everybody what you saw here today. Oh, he tried. This is a little weird because we have to leave the Odom, but the first person. I'll tell you what, we'll just knock them out. The first house that we have to spy on is directly in front of us. I feel like they should have done this mission to where we actually like snuck up on them, you know? But also, they don't care. You just come down here and talk to them. It doesn't do anything. This is also a good way to find out if you had rewards that you maybe didn't know about with somebody. Hi, I didn't plant this device up here. It was somebody else. I was hoping that thing was coming down, but it's not. Okay, so that's gonna finish. So hooray. And away we go. So this guy's 6,000 something away. This one's 56. That one's 36, and then this one's 15. So it does follow kind of a nice little order. And it's overall pretty easy. There is a house person right up here on the shield wall somewhere. Where are you at? There. Sorry. It's House Lindren. Or Lindarin. I'm not sure. Whatever. It's Lindren to me. I already checked them. I know that I don't have anything with them. I checked them earlier. Okay. Hello.
What business do you have with House Hegel?
Do you have anything? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna go up here for absolutely no reason. Don't worry about it. Why wouldn't that? I know I'm looking too far into it, but still. So 35, but this one's only 15, so rock and roll. We're gonna come to these guys first. Thorvald, McCarl, and Hirata. Oh, they're over here. I came in a little too soon. Definitely a better mission to do it at night, you know? Because you can see this little blue icon. Not only the icon telling you where you got to plant it, but the icon from the house itself. Hey. So much easier at night.
What business do you have with House McCap?
Oh, look at this. Look at all this junk that I didn't even know I needed or had from them. We're going to claim it all. What did we get? We got a Sandwalker engine, some caliper compressors, Acaroni, carbide, ultimate actuators, a cope. I didn't even know this guy had this stuff. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Not spying on your house at all. Ooh, we got a little glitchy there. And sometimes the first time you're looking for them, these house reps can be a little hard to find. You're going to see the difference between trying to find them during the day and during the night. At nighttime, you can see them from so far away. These guys, they're all the way at the bottom. So even though it's daytime, it's kind of nighttime down here. Got stuff.
State your business.
Oh. I don't even feel bad about spying on you. And last one. So let's ruin my credibility with Funcom. The number of times that we have to do these missions in order to advance our ranks, there are not enough missions, there's not enough variants. I don't know if it should have been more points for doing each one of these things, or if they should have had more missions. I don't know if they intended to kind of drip feed us to extend the life of the content, which even if they do that, I'm not, there it is by the way, I'm not going to get down on them about that, but it just causes me harm to do this. We're at about a 7 right now. We just hit the 2-hour mark. We're at about a 7.
Greetings, friend.
Hi.
Have you got...
Nothing too extensive, but, you know, it stuffs. Got a filter extractor 5, a syndicate plate, some composite blades, and some improved water. Oh! And then all we got to do is leave the area. And there we are. Oh man, we're flying through the birds. Sorry guys. Shoot. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Let's see. We can... What's going on here? Well, we really didn't go away for too long, but let's see if the crash ship came down. Since we're heading this way, we'll check for those, and then we're going to close it down. Let's all have a little toast for making it through the entire stream without a disconnect from power. It's a beautiful sunny day here today, so I didn't expect any kind of problems, but sometimes the unexpected occurs. Oh. let's see here. But yeah, they I think it was just a lack of variety and just too many times of running these missions. And honestly, I wanted to get the combat bonuses right away for the extra damage in testing stations, and then I wanted to get the crafting so I could make the super durable stuff. And to be, oh, hello. See, we were just over here and there wasn't anything on there. This might be one of those that, is it still going to count for the right territory? We'll see. I think it does, yeah. Yeah, see, there's like no quicksand anywhere around here. Let's look at the map. Yeah, like, dude, we're so far away, but this is still the right area. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. What? Winner, winner? Chicken dinner? I don't know why this is so difficult, but it just doesn't seem to work. I found the best thing to do is to climb on it, and you can kind of maneuver yourself and figure it out. So what do we got here? Well, I don't know, because I'm hitting the wrong dang buttons. We have Alley's Breaker, which I don't need. I'll take these. Some pumps are good. 16, that's awesome. Don't really need that, but I'll take it. Always looking for complex machinery. Might as well grab that and that. Now, there's some kind of a glitch or something that I don't believe they fixed, that if you take everything out of this, somebody else will come along and then they can't get anything because it's all completely gone. But if you leave stuff, they could get access to. It's up to you whether or not that matters. I tend to do it just because I try to be nice. But whatever. Hello, friend. And we'll do a sweep down here and see what we can find. But yeah, that's technically a free ship because it qualifies for the area we're looking for with none of the quicksand danger. So. Well, that's a graphical error, but what the hell? Scars upon the land, right? Okay, that's gonna be it. We definitely got our work cut out for us. Get in here and then we'll wrap up and talk. Oh, I ran into my wings. Never do that, causes problems. So we'll keep all of the patterns out. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. There's no way 18 will be good enough. Okay, so there's that. Well, oh, do we have so many? I think we do. Yeah, we got a full stack. So there's 1,000 plant fibers. Hooray. Got a decent amount of money. We should have maxed out, or mostly maxed out. Ooh, I need bullets. Darts. Sorry, we don't use bullets. What is my total count? Oh, this was 400, so that's great. I gotta turn those into the other things. Where is my irradiated slag? 112. It's a good haul tonight for not even trying. 133 of this. Great. That's the plasteel plates. Some other little things. It's the other stuff that matters, right? We got some patterns from our work last time. We'll figure that out here. Maybe I'll store some of them. Might even sell some. But here's the real test. We did 10. to what I just did, I gotta do 2 more times. 3 more times. And that took 2 hours. Yeah, I got yappy. We did spend some time in Arakeen. But if you don't have a whole lot of playing time, you know, and you don't keep up with it, I don't know. Kind of creates a bad situation. A cycle of letting things slip, feeling bad about it. Honestly, if you do, don't feel bad about it at all. It's all time. If I could do it all over again, I honestly think what I would have done, I feel like I would have spread it out more. I'm enjoying this section much more because I'm able to spread those missions out. Doing all the combat ones over and over and over again for so long, that kind of got me to where I'm at now. And then finishing it off up here didn't help. Yeah, it's cool I get the durability stuff and the crafting, yeah, whatever. Now I've got 2 whole blocks of missions I can't do anymore. And that variety would definitely help with the sad feelings. The end result of tonight is we have opened up... Why don't you move? Thank you. So we opened up 1 new one, so tool power drain, that's decent. I mean, 5% extra, shouldn't complain. Exploration, we did cover a couple spots, but we didn't unlock anything else. But man, we're getting close to where we wanted to be. And we still got a ton of missions to do to that. We did unlock some headshot damage, so that's good, an extra 5%. And our stagger, what does it add? An extra 13% damage to staggered people. By the way, that is in addition to the 100% damage I get for my combat. So they do stack, and that is pretty awesome. But I would have rather done other things in my 2 hours. I gotta be honest. We're halfway to hummingbird wings, which is great. We're nowhere near on that. Should be some missions somewhere else. Where's the other one? Not you. Ah. So yeah, we have halfway here. That's all right. We are at, we'll say 35. It's not, but we'll say 35. So we're about 1/3 of the way on that one, and 20% here. So I don't know. We're just doing House Sword because we got voting power. We got voting power on a Landsrat that we lost, so it doesn't really matter. But whatevs. We're gonna keep at it. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I think what I might do is take a break now and then maybe log on a little bit later and knock out maybe 5 or 10 more at the most. Probably 5. And then we'll head off to bed. I got work tomorrow. Once we get home from work, we'll see what Mrs. Rabbit's doing. If she's working and I'm home by myself, me and just the animals, I could probably knock out another 10 or 15 easy. Will that get me where I need to be? Pretty darn close. If I can do another 5 or 10 missions, I can do 15 tomorrow. That'll get me down to 10. But I got another 10 coming in, so I got 15. Ugh, it's 4. Point being is if I really tried to, I could do it. Why does it matter? It really doesn't. I'm sweating over 125 XP when each one of these missions, at least for me now, because of the levels I'm at, I need 450. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 missions for me to get a level in crafting or gathering. It takes even more in exploration. At least sabotage is a little bit lower, but it's still 3 missions. What I will not do, though, is I will not be missing anything this weekend. As the third week of the anniversary, they are giving us double skill XP. And that is going to be huge. You want to see these things go flying across. Double XP weekends is how we do it. Friday morning for me. I don't know what time it happens for you guys, but wherever you're watching from. But when I log in on Friday after I get home from work, hop in the shower, grab something to eat real quick, fire the game up. I will have 35 missions regardless of what my number is right now. They're going to max us out to 35. And then each mission we do is going to give you, instead of 125 XP, 250. And when I need 450, that's 2 missions instead of 4, you know, obviously. But even the big ones, when it gets up to like the 625, you do 3 missions and that's a level. So let's say I finish this off but don't cross into 71, and then the double XP weekend hits. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 missions. Half of what they're going to give us access to will carry me all the way over here. And then just a few more, another 6, so 20 would get me right around here. And that's where I want to hit. Then I can focus on this one, trying to get over to this side. The double XPs are huge just to really cross that gap. Now, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It's the same whether you spend them here. Like, yeah, I only need 450, so 2 missions will get, you know, a full level. But eventually it slows down, and even less here. Honestly, by the time this is all said and done, it's going to be the same amount of XP. You're going to have to do it all. You're going to end at the same point. It's not going to change. But what it does do is helps you get to a specific point. So that's what I would do if I were you. Look at where you're at and where you want to be. And then you can focus on getting there with this double XP. And it just does something to your mind. Makes you happy. But okay, that's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Thank you for sticking around with me. We made it all the way through the end of the stream without any problems. We got some rainy nights coming, but it looks like the weekend's going to be beautiful, so we should not have any problems. And I'll keep you updated on the whole house generator system and see what we're going to end up doing with that. But it's been fun. It's kind of weird not playing for 2 solid days. Like, I usually play at least an hour every day. But yeah, coming in here and doing that, it's kind of weird. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share. Those things all help the channel grow. We're getting close to 950, and then we're doing 1,000. When we do 1,000, we're going to do a big special event on whatever weekend that occurs on. So that's going to be super awesome and huge. So, oh, the breakers are dead. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so like, subscribe, share. Those all help the channel out. We're going to have a big celebration when we get to 1,000. And cats galore, yes. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. And as always, I will see you out there. Take care.